What's the connection between Midnight from Season 4, Wild Blue Yonder from the 60th anniversary, and the Galvanic Beam from the 60th anniversary, the Giggle? So let's look into this. Well, let's start with the not connection. So, Midnight and Wild Blue Yonder both had similar enemies that mimic a person. Midnight had the entity that would appear to possess a person, repeating what was saying until they started to take control of the whole body, until they could speak first. In the Wild Blue Yonder, nothings will copy an appearance of a person, whilst they're able to learn and get memories from the original person. Now, while this seems like there's connections between the two, because they're both mimicky kind of villains, that's about it. Nothing else has been confirmed as of yet, and it just seems like it's a coincidence. Let's come back to the Wild Blue Yonder soon, as there will be more connections to the Galvanic Beam. Now, if we go to the final 60th anniversary, the Giggle, you'll remember there was the beam. It was called the Galvanic Beam. Now, the radiation from the planet Midnight has somehow ended up on Earth and is now in unit control, and they've managed to convert the energy into a weapon, which is the Galvanic Beam. The same radiation that was keeping 10 trapped on Midnight is the same radiation that caused 14s by generation. Now, going back to the not-so-connected Wild Blue Yonder, he only got shot by the Galvanic Beam because he decided to play a game at the edge of the universe with the Not-Things. This allowed the Toymaker to come through as the game being played at the edge of the universe opened up a way for him to journey into the universe. Even though in Midnight they called it X-Tonic, there was one scene where it was actually said Galvanic.
X-Tonic rays, raw galvanic radiation.
They've carried that over into the 60th anniversary rather than using the word X-Tonic. This commentary episode featured Russell T Davies, Phil Collinson, and David Tennant. Russell and Phil were discussing possible ways for how it ended up on Earth. Russell suggested that it fell to Earth during the last Great Time War, while Phil suggested maybe it came back in Donna's boot after they visited the planet Midnight. Russell came back to him and said it could have been the spaceship that crashed on Mount Snowdon long ago. Now, we know of a couple of times where there's been references of a crashed spaceship at Mount Snowdon. The first is Torchwood 1, discovering the ship and discovering the magna clamps. That's what the Doctor and Rose used to send the Cybermen and the Daleks to the Void in Series 2. Secondly, the Immortality Gate was also found at Snowdon, also discovered by Torchwood. This is from the End of Time. Now, this could be a completely separate ship, or they could all just be the same ship. One ship containing all this alien artifacts, maybe. So, did any of you manage to pick up on that reference back to Midnight? Let me know in the comments below if you did. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.